No jokes for Rashford. He really wants this trophy in here. Remember, in his sporting career, he has never coached a big profile team like Manchester United, meaning that he has never won a big trophy for a team at the magnitude of Manchester United in there for you. Remember, he has not been coaching these big sides in there, and this is his first biggest job into the job. Welcome to Manchester United Matters channel. It's Manchester United versus Middlesbrough. It's the Matchday live in there, as we are coming here to dissect this game in there and see whether United can come it and bury it as soon as possible, because the squad that Ralf Rangnick has brought is really the strongest lineup of Manchester United in there. I go by the names of Rokan David, aka Radio, to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share, and if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. United fielding its strongest side in here, and we wait and see what is really going to come in and do the needful in there. There is a statistic that I've just read in there. Since a 4-1 defeat at the Riverside Stadium in 2005, Manchester United have remained unbeaten in their last 13 matches with Middlesbrough across all competitions. 8 wins, 5 draws, with their last meeting coming in March 2017. By the way, you remind me after breaking up the lineup, I want to tell you what led to the revolutionization of Manchester United after that 4-1 defeat against Middlesbrough, because the captain of United left and very many other players couldn't get their feet onto the pitch, because Sir Alex Ferguson really came out and stood with the youngsters in there and he said, no worries, I'm chasing you. If I don't apologize to them, you are leaving in there for you. So that's how the career of Roy Keane ended. So knowing that we are playing Middlesbrough, just know that we are here to let you know that this team, or this particular match, led to the retirement of the former Manchester United captain, who goes by names of Roy Keane. So it was at Riverside in there, and guess what? United was defeated by 4-1, and it was courtesy of Wayne Rooney and Ronaldo that Roy Keane said, if you don't get in other players, I cannot play with these young players in there, and that really led to United not to get it to the level you're supposed to be. So welcome to this channel. We get into the confirmed Manchester United lineup versus the side which goes by the names of Middlesbrough in here onto the Manchester United Matters channel. I know when you look at the players that Ralf Rangnick has brought, that means United is really going to play a system of 4-2-3-1 in there, and sometimes they can mix it with a 4-3-3, because he's a man who really uses lots of systems into the game of football while playing. He's not like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer never had a plan B. He always had a 4-2-3-1 in there, and if at all he was playing big teams, 3-5-2. That was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for you. But Rangnick has played a 4-1-3-2. He has played a 4-2-2-2. He has played a 4-3-3. He has played a 4-2-3-1. So that is Rangnick in there for you, and we are here to see what United is going to get into this game or result. We are having Dean Henderson in goal, Harry Maguire the captain, Pogba is returning, Ronaldo starts, Rashford starts after like 3 or 4 games coming off the bench, Rafael Varane starts, Delo into the right back, Luke Shaw, Sancho and Scott McTominay are playing into the Manchester United team. When you look at those players, I really feel like it's a 4-2-3-1 system with Dean Henderson in goal, Diego Delo right back, Luke Shaw playing as the left back, Varane playing on the right side of that central defense, Harry Maguire playing onto the left side of the central defense, with Pogba and Scott McTominay playing into the midfield pivot. And this midfield pivot is really going to be having 2 players, but Paul Pogba is going to act as an 8. He's going to play he's going to play box to box. That's what I can really relate his role into this game. He's going to be playing box to box role in there. That is Paul Pogba in there for you, as Bruno Fernandes is going to be playing ahead of them into a 10. That is a central attacking midfielder, and Jadon Sancho is going to play as a right attacking midfielder, as Rashford is going to play as a left attacking midfielder, and Cristiano Ronaldo is going to lead the line for Manchester United in there. After breaking down that, I would really love to see you guys drop into drop your comments and reactions into your comment section below and tell me your predictions for this game of Manchester United as it takes on a side which goes by the names of Middlesbrough in there. Remember, we last lost in 2005. Those are like 17 years back. That's when United last lost to a team which goes by the names of Middlesbrough. 8 wins and 5 draws. Those are the next 13 games we played against Middlesbrough, with the last meeting happening in 2017. So let me first bring out the bench and I really come out and react to this lineup that United has brought. Let me first see out the bench in here and really know what it's all about in here onto the Manchester United Matters channel in here, because you guys are really waiting for this and I want to give it to you because you really love this in here. All right, when you look at Manchester United, they're having the following onto the bench. They're having Grant, Tom Heaton. That means United is having 2 goalkeepers. Phil Jones on bench. Aaron Wan-Bissaka on the bench. Freddy Rodriguez is on the bench. Hannibal is on the bench. Remember, he has just returned from AFCON because Tunisia was knocked out of the African Cup of Nations by a team which goes by the names of Burkina Faso. Matawan Garcia, there is Matic, Nemanja and Elanga. That is the squad of Manchester United, and those are the substitutes that Manchester United have brought into this particular game of football as they take on a side which goes by the names of Middlesbrough. Remember, this game is very crucial, and this is one of the silverwares that United can really come up through and win, because it is really needed. We've taken long without winning a trophy. Remember, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's 3 years at Manchester United saw us play close to 3 or 4 semi-finals and 1 final in there, and we never really won any trophy in there for you. All right, so let me go into this lineup that a man who goes by names of Ole Gunnar, that Ralf Rangnick has really brought in. When you look at Pogba, he's into the starting lineup of Manchester United. He last played 3 months back. You get, today it's making 94 days when Paul Pogba last played for Manchester United, because he last played for Manchester United in, when you count December, January, November. So he last played for Manchester United on the 4th of November. So 4th of December, 4th of January and 4th of February, those are 3 months when Paul Pogba last played a game for Manchester United. So it shows you how long he has taken without playing for Manchester United. That is Paul Pogba in there for you. Returning into this starting lineup of Manchester United, it's something good, because when you look at what the manager really talked about Paul Pogba, it was really nice, and I really liked it. He really came out and said that Paul Pogba has to come out and prove himself. And in all what Rangnick said, he was like telling Paul Pogba, you really want a new contract? Yes, but what you have to do is simple. Come onto the pitch, prove that you are worth the amount of money that you are requesting for, because I really feel like they really want £500,000. That's what they want. They want £500,000 a week. So I really feel like they are really going to get going, and they really want to prove to the coach in there that they are really worth it. And by the way, even maybe their players, even when you look at Paul Pogba, if at all he really wants to go on a free, I really feel like these are the games that he's supposed to come out and announce himself that, all right, I'm here, I'm Paul Pogba, I'm a free agent in the summer, and if at all you feel like you want to take me, this is what I have on, these are my goods in there. So we just need to see what Paul Pogba is all about, because all along, this has been happening at Manchester United. His inconsistency has been a problem to many of us, and we've never come out and really turned down all the talent of Paul Pogba, but we've always been saying that Paul Pogba needs to be consistent, because he can come up, he can be like good in 2, 3, 4, 5 games, and you look for him in the next games when he's nowhere to be seen. So that's why we call more out of Paul Pogba, because we feel like he can offer more to Manchester United than what he's giving United right about now. So that's one of our most concerns, by the way, most of us, because we feel like he is really one of the best midfielders in the world on a good day. when he really comes out and showcases what he has and his capabilities in there, Pogba is that one player that you can't really feel like you want him to get an injury or be missed in your team. So I really feel like him coming into this encounter is really a very good message to him that you have been given the chance. Come on and show us what you've got, Mr. Pogba, because all along you have been here at Manchester United, and the only thing you've done is winning a UEFA Europa League. You've not won us a Premier League or a Champions League in there, and you've not helped us go further into the Champions League. Something that is really questionable of your salary and your ability to be a Manchester United fan or player in there. Because we expect him to be one of the players that support Manchester United, having been in the academy, because he was groomed in the academy and then he left to Juventus and then returned. That is Pogba for you into this encounter. But I think he's playing his favorite role, but I'm worried about the person who is playing into the central defensive midfield, who goes by names of Scott McTominay, because when it comes to that role, I don't really trust him. But against the side which goes by names of Middlesbrough, I expect him to really sit into that defensive midfield, and he really gives us the best production of him. We don't want to see him do many runs in there. We want him to be disciplined. He must be having discipline to know that I'm the person providing the back for the shield they want in there. But if at all he really doesn't do that, Middlesbrough is not a soft nut to crack, because they are sixth, they are placed seventh into the championship, and they are fighting to come back into the Premier League. When you look at what is happening right about now, they are fighting to come into those teams that can play the playoffs in there. Remember, the only first two teams are the ones that really come direct to the Premier League in there. And right now, I think it's Fulham. I think Fulham is doing a good job in there. It's Fulham and Bournemouth. I think those two are really into the lead, and they really want to come to the Premier League. And I think in the next 2-3 months, by March, one of them would have shown that they're already up, because they are really winning game in, game out in there for you. So to me, I really feel like this is the game. Scott McTominay needs to come up and show us what he has got, that he is really that CDM that we've been promised about, because I'm shocked of how every Manchester United ex-player who trained with Scott McTominay comes out and praises him, how he looks good in training. Guess who shocked me? It was Bastian Schweinsteiger. He really came out and shocked me, because I asked myself, oh my God, if Bastian, one of those players that we know that played that position very, very well, comes out and really gives kudos to Scott McTominay, oh my God, I asked myself, is it worth it? Why is he doing it? So I really know and ask myself, what is the cause of all this? So I really feel like Scott McTominay, it's time for him to come out and prove himself here at Old Trafford, as United takes on a team which goes by the names of Middlesbrough in there. When you look at the central defense, yeah, I think Harry Maguire had a good game against a side which goes by the names of West Ham. Though sometimes he looked suspect, there is a yellow card that he got in there because of miscalculation. I really feel like Maguire, a player like Maguire who has a snail pace, he just has to be having a very good game reading and brain. You get, his brain needs to be working so hard and doing calculations that are perfect, because each and every time you go into a tackle because you are slow, and if at all you are really trying to tackle a very fast player, then he will leave you on ground and you will follow him if at all he doesn't go past you. So hence you get a yellow card in there. So I really feel like Harry Maguire should improve on his game reading, because his game reading is most especially poor, especially on one-on-one situations, because you have to know that you are not a fast player, Mr. Maguire. You are not a fast player, and you have to use your brain a lot to see to it that you don't see United losing games in there or causing them trouble. Rashford, I talk about Rashford because the previous 3-4 games of Manchester United, it was Anthony Elanga who has always started ahead of a man who goes by names of Rashford. And today Rashford is being given a start after scoring that goal against a side which goes by the names of West Ham in there, that saw United grab or bag 3 points in there. Anton Martial combining with Ronaldo and Cavani to pass in a player who goes by names of Rashford to score that goal in there. So I will feel like this is the chance for Manchester United to come in and really win this game, with Marcus Rashford coming up and not being selfish This is something that Rashford should really put into his head, because Elanga has really come out and showed him that when I'm on the pitch, I do exactly what a left attacking winger is supposed to do, because a left-sided winger or a winger or an attacker playing from the wide has to come in through and create chances for Ronaldo. You should create chances for Ronaldo. You shouldn't come here, Mr. Marcus Rashford, to be selfish. You get? I always ask myself, when Rashford is sleeping, does he ask himself the goals that he scores? Those who really give him the assist to go in and score, if they were selfish, would he have scored all those games, those goals? The answer is no. You get? I remember that goal of Brentford, the third goal that he scored. It was a player who goes by the names of Bruno Fernandes that really released him, and he shot that ball at the back of the net. You get? Now, but Bruno had a chance to fake like he was going to pass to Rashford. He cuts inside and then he shoots with his left foot. Yet he would have decided to do that because Rashford, that's what he does each and every time he nears the 18 yards box area of the opponent that United is facing. So I really feel like he should know that he is brought onto the pitch to do one thing, to come in and really score. First thing for Rashford to do, create an assist. Secondly, if at all you are into good position, shoot at goal. You get? Be like a Sancho. I really like Sancho, and one of the good things that United are really going to benefit in the days or months or years that Mason Greenwood is going to be away are that Sancho is really going to be playing there more regularly in there, and meaning that with consistency into that position, Sancho will create us more goals. We are really going to see him today, and players to watch today, put your eye so much onto a player who goes by the names of Jadon Sancho. You will let me know what he's going to do, because I really feel like he's going to play a very big part into this game, because his win with Diego Dello is really going to look great, because Diego Dello is going to have space, because Sancho is not that winger that really plays all tracks that entire line. Each and every time he gets the ball, he runs inside, and that really creates space for Diego Dello to come in and really utilize that remaining space in there and bring in those beautiful crosses. Even Sancho can do the hold-up play and wait for Dello to come in and do the needful. But Greenwood is a direct player, most especially. He just can't say that, all right, this time around I'm predictable. When I cut in, I'm going to shoot. Let me just hold on this ball and I wait for a player who goes by names of Diego Dello to come through and pass ahead of me. Then later, when I'm really tracked down by defenders, I'll pass to him, and then he does the needful. And then he does the needful of really crossing in. But that's what Sancho does. Sancho is not selfish. The only time Sancho shoots is when he's supposed to shoot that ball at the back of the net. That's when Sancho only shoots. You get? But he has to first spot out, is there a United player that is well positioned for me to pass him the ball to go in and shoot? That's what a man who goes by the names of Rashford should learn in there. And we expect him to come here, and if at all he really comes out and exhibit and shows his selfishness, I promise you, he's not going to start in the game of Burnley that United is playing on Tuesday in there. So we got another player who goes by names of Diego Dello. It looks like Aaron Wan-Bissaka's days at Manchester United are really running down, and he has to come up and prove to the German coach who goes by the names of Ralf Rangnick that I'm really worth this position. Because even when he has returned from injury, in games like this of Middlesbrough, you would expect him to start, because in the game of Burnley, you don't expect him to start. The manager, who goes by the names of Ralf Rangnick, has come out very clearly and said, it's Dello, my number one choice when it comes to picking the right back of Manchester United. And in all those games, Dello has not disappointed. He has played very well, he's not rested, and I don't see the reason as to why he is benched. According to me, I also back the decision of the manager, who goes by names of Ralf Rangnick, because a player like Diego Dello in a game like this, you just have to keep him into the game like this and give him confidence that, all right, the position is yours. Now get us your best that you can give to the team, because most players always fail to come out and pass out or do the needful when they're on pressure. So I think Ralf Rangnick wants to reduce the pressure on Diego Dello and tell him, please, the position is yours. Please show us the goodies that bought you from FC Porto to Manchester United by Jose Mourinho in I think it was 2018 in there. I think it was the January transfer window. That's when Diego Dello came in at Manchester United, and Mourinho came out and said that by the time Diego Dello was one of the most promising right backs in the world, and that's why he went for him at Manchester United and he signed up. But later, Mourinho was sacked and the rest was history. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came in and signed his own right back, who goes by names of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And rotation for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was something that he never wanted to hear. He wanted to play 11 players, same 11 players, game in, game out, and that's why you see that injuries have been really costing United a lot in all of these games that United have been playing. So Middlesbrough is really turning up for today, and they are really having a player who goes by names of Supara. Supara is that danger man, and Balogun of Arsenal in there. They are leading the line. They are playing a system of 3-5-2 in there. And don't take this game for granted. Middlesbrough can come in and hurt us. They can come in and hurt us. That's why Ralf Rangnick has gone for his big side in there for you. So when you look at Middlesbrough, they have the following players that have started. Langley in goal, McNair, Fry, and Jidik Steele. Those are the three central defenders. Jones is playing as a right fullback, Taylor left fullback, Tevania, Howson and Crocs are playing into the midfield as Balogun, and Esparra are leading the line for a team which goes by the names of Middlesbrough in there for you. That's what we had for you onto the so-called Man United versus Middlesbrough Matchday live. We are really going to be back to break it down when the game is done. But my prediction, I really feel like United is bagging or putting 3 goals past a side which goes by names of Middlesbrough. I don't know what your prediction is. Feel free to go into the comment section and tell me your prediction. I sign out for now. See you later, mates.